I'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, Ecotherapy. These are the Eco Mints. They're made using state-of-the-art nanotechnology strength to CBD particles so that your body can actually use and benefit more from the hemp plant's magic. Full breath mints. They're amazing. I'm actually using the Rest Mints. I take one every night before I go to bed. I sleep like a log. They've got other flavors that you can check out at their website below me. It says they've got like a revive for when you wake up. They've got a relax if you're just looking to chill. And you can find them all at the website ecotherapycbd.com. And if you use the Worst in 10 promo code, you actually get 10% off all your purchases. So, Ecotherapy, check them out, guys.
Renee, you like
and it
make
gets
a
like
religion?
all of a sudden.
Yeah, we
awesome.
get a little bit better. We get everybody here.
Didn't John Oliver like make a religion
yeah, he
for
made
like,
up
one of
his
his
own-
things,
yeah.
and people like sent him bird seed money and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That was good. That was fun.
All right. We good?
Oh, I am so good.
All right. Hey, welcome back. After our break,
Hold
we
on,
want to give
hold on,
a.
stop. I'm texting somebody.
Oh my God. I want to give a quick shout out to Rhonda, my neighbor, who is the owner of Smokin' Joe's Barbecue in Olathe. Great food. She makes us food every Wednesday and brings it up to us. I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Not a big bean fan, but ham and beans, cornbread. What'd you think? Good.
Cornbread was delicious. You want to let me eat the freaking ham and beans?
It's over
because-
there. Yeah, I
Because
don't want to hear
what,
you.
you didn't want to hear me slobber on
Yes, I don't want to hear you
something? You want
fucking.
slob on my
smack
knob,
it.
like corn on the cob. Check in with me
Oh my God.
and do your
Do
job.
you have anything sharp over there? I showing my fucking eye. All right. I found this thing on NFL.com. Everyone's seen it, but I want your opinion. Adam Sheehan, I believe.
Adam Sheen.
No.
I don't know
Adam-
who Adam Sheen is.
Yeah. It's from the Sheen 9 is what it's called. It's you good? We have
Yeah.
all right, we have nine
Go ahead. Keep going.
last-minute predictions in the NFL, and the first one is CeeDee Lamb will have more receiving yards than Amari Cooper over the season.
CeeDee Lamb will have more receiving yards than Amari Cooper.
Do you think that happened or not? Just yes or no?
No,
No?
I don't see it.
I could see it happening. I think the other guy, what's the other wide receiver? Fuck.
Gallup.
Michael Gallup, I think, leads in receiving yards for that team this year.
I don't trust that team to produce enough offense
You don't?
in the passing game to really gestate anything.
Huh.
So I don't see it happening, but it is just against Amari Cooper. So, no, you know what? No, because I haven't seen CeeDee Lamb play in the NFL. I don't know if he's going to be able to,
Yeah.
produce in the
Yeah.
NFL. So, no.
All right. This one along the same lines. Joe Burrow will break Baker Mayfield's rookie record of 27 touchdowns.
No.
No?
No.
It could happen.
No.
That one's not like out of the universe. I mean,
It
that's-
is out of the universe.
All right. I knew you'd think that. The Jaguars will become the third 0-16 team in the NFL history.
Wow. The Lions, the Browns, and the Jaguars. What a great trio.
Did Tampa Bay go 0-16?
I don't think so. No.
Huh.
Detroit Lions and Cleveland are the two I know for sure. What are you shaking your head for, buddy?
Tampa Bay never did not go over.
Oh, and 16.
They didn't. Okay.
No, the first people that did it was it Detroit?
Detroit Lions.
And
Yeah.
then it was Brown.
Okay.
Probably. Okay. I will say yes.
You think they could?
Oh,
They
easily.
will. I think they win one or two games.
I think they could win a couple of games.
I don't think
but
they go
I
in
don't-
16.
I think that prediction out of the other two is more feasible to see.
Okay. All right.
It's
Co-
really hard to go at 16.
I know.
It is. Yeah, you could like just win on
Accidentally.
axe. Yeah.
Seriously, like I think Miami was trying to tank last year, and
Yeah.
they got the 6th pick.
Kyler Murray will be a legitimate MVP candidate.
Yes,
I think he could be. Yeah.
he could be, especially with DeAndre Hopkins now.
Ah,
I think it elevates his game and his credibility. I
agree.
would say that.
number the fifth one, Derek Carr would be a legitimate MVP candidate.
Oh no.
No, I don't think so. I think he'll be great for fantasy if you pick him up later or you stream him
No.
as a quarterback.
No.
Well, I think he's going to put up a lot of points, but is he going to be nothing?
Nothing.
All right, fair
Derek
enough.
Carr is going to have another terrible season, and he will not be the quarterback for the Oakland Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders next year.
That I kind of believe. The Patriots will post their first losing record since 2000.
I actually heard this one too. No.
No, I think they'll get 9 wins
I'm
or 8
going
and
to
8.
say 9-6, 9-7.
All right.
As long as there's an AFC East.
Yeah, well, I mean, the New York Jets, I could probably count that as 2 wins. I could probably count 1 against the Bills, and I could probably count 2 against Miami. So right there, that's 5.
You're the one that said Miami's going to win the division.
Oh, I do still believe that they're going to win that
They're
division.
going to lose 2 to the Patriots?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, all right. The Rams will finish last in the NFC West.
Oh,
They have a lot of talent,
they have so much talent.
but they could because that division is tough.
Stacked. You know what?
It's a possibility.
I'm going to say yes, and they still make the playoffs.
Man, I don't know.
How awesome
Maybe.
would that be to have all 4
If
teams?
Philly, Dallas, and everyone else is that bad, it could.
And if you can finish that season off that strong,
It's a different time. Anything can happen this season. Fucking Bengals win the Super Bowl.
no.
No. All right. John?
No home team advantage.
No, there's not.
Most stadiums.
Except for
True.
KC.
It's not.
Chiefs Kingdom.
There's actually a guy, before we get to number 8, sitting in the booth at Chiefs Stadium for your game tomorrow you're going to be at, that is going to hit buttons. If there's a fumble, there's a button, and it's crowd noise that goes, oh, and if it's a touchdown, he hits a button, and there's applause, and it's at 80 decibels only. Isn't that crazy? What if you hit the wrong button? Throws a touchdown, and
I'm
the crowd
the
noise
other
goes,
22%.
yeah, I bet you are.
We watched Raw the other night. Did you watch any
Wrestling?
like what they're doing right now with wrestling?
Oh, no.
So they
Why would you watch?
I don't have any idea because nothing else was on. So it was on fucking television.
I would have found some.
It was on where I was at. I went over to Hodges' house. Anyway, I'm not gonna say. So they're in the ring, and then they have monitors all the way around of just fans, so you can see. They're like 10. There's probably 10 high all the way around.
Didn't they do that? And like a lot of people put racist stuff up on the screen.
It very well could be recorded and everything. I
Well,
don't
it is
have any
wrestling.
idea.
Yeah, exactly. That wouldn't surprise me.
No, I didn't watch that. Wait, I'll
You
Google
said-
it later.
you said
No, I
Raw,
won't.
And I was like, the
Yeah.
German foreign film?
Yeah.
Everybody was going, what the fuck are we watching? Why is that on television? But it was interesting to see all the monitors.
Fuck,
around.
tell Hodges to get fucking Hulu.
Rocky
right?
Balboa is Rocky Maivia. The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay,
That's
stop.
Raw. That was Raw when I liked it. What was number 8?
Jonathan Taylor will be the best rookie running back this season. I think he could be.
I think he will be. I don't think that.
I agree. I think so too.
He was the running back I wanted the Chiefs to draft. I liked him out of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Boy, was a stud.
Good. I think I have him in 3 leagues actually.
He'll be, best rookie running back.
I targeted him last 2 weeks over and over again. Number 9, I think this is the last one. Yeah, the Browns and the Buccaneers will end NFL's 2 longest postseason droughts.
No,
The Buccaneers will.
I
think the Bucs
No.
make the playoffs. You don't?
no. I'm gonna just
The Browns.
the Browns. I have no doubt are gonna not do well this year.
Yeah.
But that defense is good. They might win a few with their defense. That's beyond the point. Okay, so we're back on Buccaneers. No,
No to both.
no. I just don't. At this point, I am too overhyped on them, or everybody else
Everyone's
is overhyped on.
yeah.
And I think people just need to chill the fuck out and let them see what they've put together here
Yeah.
because, I mean,
They had an all-star team last season, supposedly on paper,
Yep.
and they fucking
Yeah.
face in the dirt.
Well,
It was like Charlie Brown kicking the football. I mean, they had a great team, and they just
yeah. So
Terrible.
we'll see what happens
All
with
right.
them, but I don't think they'll make the playoffs. And plus, I really like the Falcons in that division.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Falcons and the Saints. I mean, that's just.
Yeah.
I'm not
We'll
going to
see.
count Carolina. They'll be in last.
No, yeah, Carolina being last. All right, let's do starts and sits for this week. Week 1 fantasy. We're going to do this every episode. And starting week 2, we'll do an ad drop section too, like who you should drop and who you should
texting
pick
again.
up. Fuck. Stop texting dudes you've been on Craigslist.
You
So-
wish.
Let's do. I'll do my quarterback starts, and then you do yours. Then we'll do sits, and we'll just go through. Sound good?
Hold on.
All right.
How
well, you can.
much?
The people are listening while you're dicking around.
I know.
So here's my 3
I'm
starts.
pulling up my
Oh, okay.
thing on my phone.
Here's my 3
dickhead.
starts. Patrick Mahomes against Texans.
Okay.
The definite start.
Why are you picking? So are you also picking like freaking Lamar Jackson?
No.
And
No, this is just for fantasy. Just like 3
right, I
starts you
get
got to have
that,
in.
but why would you pick a quarterback that is in? Like, I mean, you don't go with
Good
the,
point. I have some other weird ones.
All
but
right.
My next one's Tyrod Taylor versus the Bengals. I think he could light it up. Now, there's no Mike Williams, but Keenan Allen is
And Austin
having a
Eckler's
great camp.
great, check down threat. Maybe. I mean,
I like
he's not
Tyrod
gonna-
Taylor.
He's not going to throw the ball deep, but he'll still get you some passing yards.
I
It'll be a win too. So
Yeah.
flying in.
But when I say Tyrod Taylor's a flyer, a lot of people didn't draft him. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to hit on some people that most people have drafted. And then Kyler Murray against San Fran. I'm in love with Kyler Murray this year. I think he's going to be fantastic.
I think I actually
he
have
just
him as
has
a
too many
sit.
weapons.
I think the problem I don't like the matchup against San Francisco. I think San Francisco's defense is it's ranked number 1 for
It
a
is,
reason.
yeah, in fantasy.
Yeah, in fantasy and just in general, it's a great defense. I would be hesitant with Kyler Murray,
Okay.
but you drafted him early to start him, so you
Yeah,
kind of have to
I got
at that
you.
point. Okay,
So what are your starts?
Big Ben against New York Giants?
Love it.
So if you let's say you don't have a quarterback situation that you're in love with, and you have him sitting on your bench, and you can start him, I think that's a great
Hopefully in week 1, you drafted with some kind of a fucking
plan, right?
Yeah. So you shouldn't have to fall back. This is like a week 6 or 8 conversation.
Maybe
But
there's some people who draft quarterbacks late and don't
yeah.
pick them up. So
I love Roethlisberger this week.
I
think
love
you're
that
right.
matchup.
Yeah.
That's just an easy one for him, especially coming off an injury. He's ready to just
Yeah,
launch that
bounce
ball.
back. Yeah.
Josh Allen versus the Jets. I think it's
I had that and I crossed out retired, but I agree with you.
Well, once again, I think you're kind of like the Kyler Murray situation. A lot of people drafted him early
Yeah.
because of he's an athlete. He can run the ball.
Yeah.
So I think if you drafted him early, you have to start him. But I like the matchup against the Jets. They didn't have an answer for him last year. It's not like
Yeah.
they updated their defense. Actually, they got worse.
They
by
didn't get
losing
worse.
Jamal
Adams,
So
I think he's going to pick them apart and he gets at least 1 rushing touchdown. At least 1.
Allen will have a big game. And then my third one, Carson Wentz, Washington against Washington.
Oh, yeah.
It's anytime anybody's playing Washington, just play them.
I don't know. I would start the running back. I think they're going to get ahead fast and then just run the ball the whole game.
It's going to be an easy pick'ems for Carson Wentz to really work his new young receivers, figure out who's going to – like this is a great preseason game for him.
It is. That's what it's going to be for them.
And I think
They're gonna
Carson
carve
Wentz
him up.
is just going to have a heyday. So those are my 3 starters.
All right, here's my sits. Baker Mayfield versus the Rams. I don't believe in him. The Rams, Jalen Ramsey, contract withstanding, I mean, he's one of the best quarters in the NFL.
Baker
Mayfield
Mayfield is playing – who do you have him against?
The Rams.
No.
Oh, the Ravens. I'm sorry. He's playing the Ravens.
Marcus Peters.
Another great secondary. Yeah. I can't
And
read
even
my own
better
writing.
secondary,
And I wrote
actually.
this down sober. Yes. Daniel Jones versus Pittsburgh. We were talking about that matchup. I love Daniel Jones this year as a backup quarterback or a
Pittsburgh's defense is stout.
yeah, they're amazing.
It's going to be rough.
And Sam Darnold against the Bills. Like, don't start him. Hopefully nobody drafted him,
He's not going to get. So,
except for you last year.
and I would have.
Learned your lesson.
I'll take him again if I need him.
All right.
So what's funny is 2 of my sits were yours.
Oh.
Baker Mayfield and you said plenty. You just can't trust them against a stout defense.
Any corners, any defense.
Yeah,
you're going to have to win like 4 games to
if
prove to
you've
me
got
you're
a
worth it.
top
Yeah.
12 defense going up against Baker Mayfield, bench Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. Daniel Jones, the defense. Once again, it's more against. It's not that I don't think Daniel Jones is a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I just think Pittsburgh's defense is that much better.
Yeah, they're elite.
So, I mean, they carried this team whenever they didn't have Big Ben, and basically the defense carried them on. TJ Watt had a great season. And my third and final one was one of your stardoms, Kyler Murray.
Well,
It's very difficult to say exactly what. I don't know how
you kind of made the case earlier.
I don't know how he's going to compete against the 49ers defense. It's worrisome. I would, if I had another back, like let's say if I had Big Ben as my backup, I would start Big Ben over Kyler in this situation.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff against Dallas Cowboys.
Or Kyler Murphy.
Jared Goff or Kyler Murray? Kyler.
I'd flip a coin. Is it against me?
You know what? Go with Jared Goff. The secondary for Dallas is not strong. They're home. I think it's
according to Yahoo, they're projected to score the exact same amount of points.
Really?
Yeah, like within hundreds of points. So.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, running back starts Jonathan Taylor versus Jacksonville. Love him. Going to be rookie of the year.
Got him.
Josh Jacobs versus Carolina.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Okay.
And Dalvin Cook versus Green Bay. I don't know if they're going to win the game, but I think they're going to run the ball a lot. Well,
hopefully.
Those are my 3.
If Dalvin Cook plays.
He's playing.
He's playing?
Yeah.
And if he doesn't get hurt within the first quarter.
Yeah. You see, I don't have Kamara as a start, although I'm starting Kamara in 2 leagues. I didn't.
So I have Jonathan Taylor as well against Jacksonville, nonetheless.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to run over that defense. I love the Kinlaw draft pick.
What defense?
And I love Josh Allen on that defensive line.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've got talent down there, but I think Jonathan Taylor's a beast. I think he'll definitely just tear that up. But then again, the last rookie running back the Colts had was Trent Richardson, and that did not pan well.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Was that or no? He went to Cleveland. Never mind. I'm off on a tangent. Number 2.
We know.
Miles Sanders against Washington.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't exactly know how we're going to be playing or how they're going to play against Washington right off the bat, but we were talking about it earlier. They're going to carve them up early, and they're going to run the ball late. Miles Sanders will.
I like any running back against Washington because I think they're just going to run the ball on him.
And I love Chase Young. I think he was the best pick in the NFL draft this year.
I agree. It takes more than one person.
Player. And they're going to, Washington's got a good pass rush. Miles Sanders could have dipped behind and get some great draw plays. It'll be fun to watch.
All right.
Third, Todd Gurley versus Seattle. This is more of.
Yeah.
I think he'll be fine. I don't believe he's injured that much, and I believe that Gurley can pick up some yards against Seahawks.
All right, here's my sits. Todd Gurley versus Seattle. Just because injury concern, and he's not old, but new team, and I could like Todd Gurley, but I need a week or 2 to see what he's got, if he's got anything left. And they were talking about limiting his carries to 20 to 25, which is still a lot.
Yeah.
But I would wait a week to see if he can pull the load. Le'Veon Bell versus the Bills. Le'Veon, there was talk in camp, like he and the coach were getting along. Now they're all made up and everything's fine, and he's going to supposedly, be the guy. But against the Bills, I don't think they do anything. And I think they fall behind fast. And then I have any fucking running back for Tampa Bay. Just because of the muddy waters with Fournette, Ronald Jones, I'm still starting Ronald Jones in one league.
Keyshawn Vaughn.
Because I kind of have to.
LaShawn McCoy. No, they released McCoy, didn't they?
No, he's still there. I think he made the 53-man roster, but
good for him.
But with Fournette, and you think Fournette could actually? They have NFL.com has Leonard Fournette as a start this week. Like start him.
Oh.
Does he? It's a week. Does he? even though the playbook,
Yeah.
maybe 10 days. Like you
give him a couple of carries, a couple touches
Yeah.
where it's just run up
a couple
the gut.
easy ones, yeah. He may get a goal line carry. Maybe Fournette gets a touchdown this week if they end up on the goal line, but he's not going to have a lot of carries or receptions.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have a lot of I'm not holding out for Ronald Jones to fucking blow him out of the water.
Ronald Jones is a waste. He was a waste before.
Shut the fuck up. So,
Siddums for running backs for me, Le'Veon Bell. We touched base on he's going up against one of the best defenses in the league right now. Not to mention, your coach isn't as much faith in you when they go out and they pick up Frank Gore to be your backup.
yeah.
I mean, they'd rather have.
I almost picked up Frank Gore in one of my leagues
he's
just because
55-year-old man to back up just because he's produced more than you.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bode well for Le'Veon Bell, and that is the reason why I tried to tell Johnny Henderson on his draft, be careful about Le'Veon Bell. He's not going to. I just wouldn't be surprised. Number 2, Jordan Howard versus the Patriots. The Miami running back. I don't trust either one of those two right now, Burita or Howard, but I would take the younger one over Howard.
Yeah.
If you're stuck in that position. But I would set Jordan Howard. I just don't trust him, period. Last, David Johnson for the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
He's not going to be used unless early on, but once they get behind, he's going to be out of luck.
Yeah.
Or he'll be hurt by, quarter.
Do you know Frank Gore's son just started college, I think, and plays football. I forget for what university, but if Frank Gore just stays in the league for like 3-4 more years, he could literally be on the same team with his son. Wouldn't that be fucking crazy?
I mean, it happened all the time in the MLB.
I think Frank Gore is like number 6 right now all time. He could take.
Oh yeah, he's still got plenty of gas left in that tank.
All right. So what we got next? Wide receivers.
Seems like he's 103 years old.
Oh, it was a. I feel like I was in my 20s when I fucking drafted him in fantasy football for the 49ers. Wide receiver starts. I got some fly. DJ Shark for Jacksonville versus Indy. I like him as a start. They're going to fall behind. All they're going to do for 3/4 of football is throw the ball. He's the number 1 guy.
Minshew's not going to get him the ball.
He will. See how I don't 20 minutes each player? I'm just moving along. Kenny Galladay versus Chicago.
Why?
I love Kenny Galladay. Chicago is not that great a defense anymore.
Yeah, they're pretty darn good.
Yeah.
And just because they lost Vic Fangio.
You can disagree if you want, but this is
I will disagree. I would not start.
It's all right to go silverware. I got it. And Will Fuller versus KC. I think Will Fuller has a good game.
I've got him on the bench.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he cars up the Chiefs secondary, and I think the Chiefs win the game, but Will Fuller is going to have at least 10 receptions. Probably a touchdown.
I was contemplating him or Robert Woods as my flex.
Oh, dude.
And I went with Robert Woods. The only reason why is because the injuries constantly worry me with Will Fuller.
Yeah, he does get injured a lot. So you got starts.
DK Metcalf versus Atlanta. Don't be nervous about starting him. Start him.
I think he's awesome.
I think a lot of people are still kind of wary. Oh, he's second-year receiver. Blah, blah, blah.
He'll be good.
Start him. I'm never going to add him back on this list because he should be in your starting lineup every week.
He should at least have flex.
Yes. Stephon Diggs against the Jets. I think it's just an easy defense to pick apart.
I do too.
And
like you said earlier, I think this is just a preseason game for the Bills, and they're just going to fucking try everything.
Josh Allen and Diggs need this game to get their shit together. So I think Stephon Diggs, good flex position there, good starting this week. And then Tyler Boyd against the Chargers. I don't think they're going to win at all.
Yeah.
But
Tyler Boyd's going to have a good day, though?
Tyler Boyd's going to have a great day.
Who's throwing it to him?
Joe Burrow.
Oh, wow.
But Joe Burrow's going to throw 4 interceptions, but it doesn't matter because Tyler Boyd doesn't get those interceptions. He only gets the receptions.
True. Yeah,
in the yards.
I like it. All right.
So I really like Boyd in that matchup.
All right. Sits. I got Julian Edelman versus Miami. I just think I kind of agree. I think Miami's got a great team. I think
I
New England
understand
falls
it.
behind.
I have them starting in one of my leagues.
I wouldn't be
14-man
surprised
league.
if Miami beats the shit out of New England.
But I
first
really
game.
don't know how Cam Newton is going to work with a slot receiver like that.
I don't. He's never really thrown to one.
No, he's always had the
he likes
two
to go
tall,
long.
deep threats.
Yeah.
So
Mike Evans versus New Orleans, only because of the hamstring.
hamstring and every other mouth to feed on that team.
Yeah, and Amari Cooper versus the Rams. Just Amari Cooper is so feast or famine. Like I had him last year, and 1 week he got me a point, and the next week he got 15. And he never, scored. Never had a great week.
Who are they playing?
New Orleans. Oh, I'm sorry, the Rams.
Yeah, I wouldn't start him either.
Yeah,
you've got Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey's going to be attached to him the whole game.
Yep.
So
yeah, that might not be the best thing. Could, on the other hand, if CeeDee Lamb starts seeing a lot more attention, it could open things up as well. It's hit or miss, actually. No, I like the sitting style. I'd sit him.
all right.
Brandon Cooks versus KC. We already touched base
Yep.
on that. Both Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry against Baltimore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just both of them, I wouldn't trust them. And then lastly, fuck BJ Peds. AJ Green. Bench him. They say he's ready to go week 1.
Yeah.
Bench him. Don't
Yeah.
start him. He's not going to do anything. If he does anything, he'll smile and get hurt and be out for 4 weeks.
All right, tight ends. Let's stardoms. Travis Kelce tomorrow. Well, I have him in a league, and it's a Thursday night game, so he's probably gonna be the number 1 tight end this week.
Yeah, he's always going to be up there.
Mike Letsky, I love versus the Pats. I think
Gesicki.
Sorry,
You think there's an L in there?
no, that's somebody else. That's Galetsky. I'm confused with somebody else. I think he's going to be a great tight end. And Darren Waller versus Carolina. I think he's going to be a bright spot for that.
I think you picked
Biggest.
some obvious ones.
All
Hayden
right.
Hurst for Atlanta against Seattle. I think Matt Ryan's going to love his new target, and I think he's going to tear it up over the middle. Love the Hayden Hurst. Hunter Henry for the San Diego or Los Angeles Chargers against Cincinnati. And there's no defense there, so have a heyday. And I really like this kid, Blake Jarwin versus the Rams.
Yeah, Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this guy a lot. I think Jarwin.
I wouldn't even call that a deep sleeper. That's just he could be a tight end 1.
Oh yeah, easily.
A couple weeks.
Very easy. See how Dak Prescott likes his new target.
All right.
Sims.
For sits, I got Gronk against New Orleans. I just don't.
I wouldn't trust them.
Yeah, they have 3 really good tight ends, and week 1, you don't know who his favorite's going to be.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
Oh, we're back. Herndon from the Jets. I just think they shut him down against the Bills.
I just don't think he's worth it, him anyways. He's a 6'7" target. You would think they'd use this guy more.
Yeah, I think he'll be good go through the season. You can pick him up later in waivers. And Evan Ingram just against Pittsburgh, just because that defense is so good.
Stellar, yeah.
And I think Pittsburgh's going to kick the shit out of him. So,
Austin Hooper against Baltimore. Once again, I'm just not trusting anything Cleveland's got right now.
Not yet.
Not against Baltimore.
Yeah,
It's once again down to the greatness of that defense.
Yeah.
Over the talent. We're not saying Hooper's bad in any way. Just this week might not be the best selection for him. I had Herndon as well. I've never seen the Jets use him properly. He's a great big target, and he's hurt sometimes. But when he's healthy, he's good. But Lastly, Higbee. I do not like this guy.
You hate Higbee this year.
I've disliked him emphatically. They don't throw to him. He's a touchdown-only guy. Like, the only time he's ever – I'm not high on Higbee. I don't expect much out of him against Dallas. So that is my sits for tight ends.
All right, let's do defense. Just one start and sit. I think I'm a Bills fan. Definitely start the Bills. I think they're going to fucking destroy.
Do you
The Jets.
think they'll get fantasy points against
Yeah.
the Jets?
Oh, yeah. I think they'll get over 20 points.
Really? How
Yes,
many
and sacks, interceptions, at least 2 picks, 3 sacks, and they hold them to under 6 points.
All right.
That's a lot of points. And my sit is, and this was with a question mark, no offense, Kansas City, just because we talked about the secondary earlier and the Texans, it's going to be a high-scored game.
First things first, I'm highly offended.
Yeah, I think.
But no, I can see the idea behind it because historically, it was, what was the big game last year? That was 24-0. And then, of course, the Chiefs come back in the playoffs to beat Texans, right? That's 24 points right there. Texans are going to score.
Yeah.
Can they do it without Hopkins? That becomes the question. So we'll see.
And without Cooks.
Yeah. So Stills and Fuller.
Yeah.
Whatever. They still have Ryan Griffin as their tight end? Doesn't matter.
I don't know.
So my stardom, New England against Miami. Now, you know how much I love the New England defense. I think they're in every one of my fantasy leagues. But against Miami, they are going to tear up poor Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, they probably.
That defense is going to, they're going to have a heyday on
I
it.
think Miami wins that game, but it's going to be a low scoring.
I love New England's defense
Oh,
in that matchup.
next week we should do like one game locked for a point spread, but or maybe we should advise people on betting.
So my sit-em on my defense is Houston.
Oh, yeah. All right.
And because Houston,
I don't think you should start either of those defenses.
yeah, and the thing with the Houston is that they should probably be starting most of the time. They've got a good defense. It's not like they're a bad defense at all. But so people will draft them ahead of time and just start them, be thinking, okay, this is my one defense. Look to see if there's a better matchup defense available because you're not going to want to start Houston this week against Kansas City. They're going to come out balls a flying. So
I like it.
Now you said you wanted to do some sort of betting next week.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll just pick one game that is our lock of the week, but we don't have to.
What the fuck's the lock of the week?
Yeah, this. Let's say this week the Chiefs are probably a 3-point favorite. Yeah, guaranteed win. But I don't want to advise people to bet on the spread or whatever, and then
We're not their goddamn moms. We aren't going to be able to sit there and tell them, no, you shouldn't bet. We can tell grown-ups to do whatever the fuck they want, and let them use
we
their...
just have one game where we were like, this team is going to fucking annihilate that.
I can sit here and talk about, I think you should go, I don't know, Stubbs Stevens fingernail clipper or something.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
BJ sent me his team last night. I sent a picture to you. I forget if it was text or
I don't know.
I was pretty drunk, and so was he because he sent me the wrong team. But now he can't find it. So he was at an auction last night. His team was pretty decent, but
I don't care.
yeah, I don't care either.
Okay.
So, fuck BJ. He's a vampire in our league, and we don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Football starts this fucking weekend, dude.
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
In less than 24 hours.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
jeez.
Every week. Yeah, that's the new one. Yeah.
That sounds even more racist.
It's like beating
We're gonna rock
Is that like a cop? Is that like a cop beating someone?
I don't know. This seems more offensive
It does.
than this.
And tougher to do. All right. Have a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks for listening. We're out. That is stupid.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna do it.
Like maybe if we do this, but then it just looks like I'm using a shake weight.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna do that.
No, you double fist the shake weight. So
All right, now it just looks like you're jacking off 2 dudes at once. That's called skiing, I think. I don't know why we know that. We shouldn't.
You get jerked off by people in the movie theater.
Yeah, but not by dude.
Penn State.